Hi, boys and girls. It's Pastor Ed here for my Sunday message. I want to talk to you about a time that Jesus was questioned. He was given a question that was kind of a trick question. But before I do that, I want to show you some things. I have here in my hand some coins. And so the first one is, you've probably seen, is a penny. And whose face is on the penny? Well, it's right, Abraham Lincoln. And then we have the nickel, and the face on the nickel is, yeah, you're right again, Thomas Jefferson. And I didn't realize, but I was going through my coins and I saw a nickel. It looked a little bit different. It's Thomas Jefferson again, but it's a new engraving. It's a different face, a different likeness. So I looked it up, and I guess back in 2005, they started putting a different likeness on it. This one is actually from 2018, so it's kind of new. And then you have the dime. The dime has the face of Franklin Delano Roosevelt, and I don't understand that the dime is the smallest, and yet it's worth more than the penny or the nickel, but be that as it may. And then there is a quarter with the face or the likeness of George Washington on it. Well, one time, some people came up to Jesus. They were the Pharisees and the Herodians, we're told. And they wanted to trap Jesus. They wanted to trick Jesus. And they said, is it lawful to pay taxes to the emperor or not? Now, if he said yes, then the people who thought it was wrong to pay taxes to the Roman government would be mad at him. And if he said no, the people who were friends with the Roman government would be mad at him. So either way he answered, he probably would have got himself into a little bit of trouble. But instead of just not answering at all, or answering one of those two ways that would have gotten him into a little bit of hot water, Jesus said, well, show me a coin that you used to pay the tax. So they did. They showed him a coin. And just like our coins, here again is the quarter with George Washington on it. He said, whose face or likeness is on the coin? And they said, well, it's the emperor's, the Caesar, Caesar Tiberius Caesar. Oh, okay. Well, just like today, back then, they would put the head of government on the coin. And so Jesus said, well, then pay to Caesar, or to the emperor, the things that are the emperor's. In other words, if his face is on it. But to God, the things that are God's. And so they didn't trip him up. They didn't trap him with that. And they were kind of disappointed in themselves, and they kind of left him at that point. But that doesn't really answer the whole question, because it's not just so simple, oh, pay taxes, that's okay. When Jesus said, pay to Caesar the things that are Caesar, the emperor, and to God the things that are God's, there's a deeper lesson there. Because when you think about it, everything belongs to God. That's what the Bible tells us. Everything that we see on this earth was created by God in the very beginning. And even more importantly, when we talk about a likeness, who was created in the likeness of God? Well, way back in the book of Genesis, where it tells us about creation, it says that we were created in the image and in the likeness of God. So in a sense, we belong to God. And so we should pay to God, or give to God, ourselves, our lives, the things that we do, the ways that we serve. We belong to God. And so he kind of got out of a tough situation, but he also made a very important point for us. That we are God's people. God created us. God made us who we are. And God gives us an opportunity to worship him and serve him by serving others and loving others. There's an old saying that says that who we are is God's gift to us. So what you look like and the things that you do well, and your talents and your abilities and your likes, okay, all the things you like to, whether it's playing sports or playing musical instruments or dancing or singing, all of those things, the things that you're able to do, that you enjoy doing, that's God's gift to you. But how we use ourselves, the gifts of who we are, what we become is our gift to God. So he gives us our lives. He gives us talents and abilities, intelligence, curiosity, all the attributes that we have. And then how we use them, how we employ them, is our gift to God. So when we grow up and we become a police officer or a firefighter or a doctor or a lawyer or somebody who works in a store, who works for the government or in business or whatever, at the bank, no matter what it is, no matter how we choose to serve God with our lives, that's our gift back to God. And also the things that we do outside of our work, the people that we help, either through church or through involvement in our community and so forth. All of those things, all those ways that we give to others and serve others, that's our gift to God. So yeah, we pay taxes, but our loyalty is not to any ruler or government or president or Congress or mayor or governor. Our loyalty is to God, the God who made us, the God who gifted us, and the God to whom we dedicate our lives and use our lives to serve God and to love God by serving and by loving others. Well, you guys have a great rest of the day and next week, and we'll talk to you this time next week. Take care. Bye-bye.